Welcome to the PSNORKIS podcast, a show with real topics discussed by real people with real opinions and tempered with a real sense of humour. Now here are your two PSNORKISes, or is it PSNORKI? Screw it. Here are your hosts, Dr. Myke and The Madman.
So I was looking at this story, and there's this guy, he's a drunk. Well, he was drunk that day, and he's sitting at the bar, and he's just been drinking all day, and the bartender said, look, I can't serve you, you're too drunk, get out of here. I was like, fine, stumbles out of there, walking down the street. Down the street, it's also a nice antique shop. And coming out of the antique shop is this guy with a beautiful old grandfather clock on a cart. He's, a dolly that he's taken over to his truck to take home. The drunk stumbles into him, knocks the guy over, knocks the clock over, the clock hits, it smashes, the guy's livid, of course, he's nasty and everything, and finally, he's done berating the drunk, looks at him, says, you have anything to say for yourself? Drunk looks at him, well, it's all your fault if you just worn a wristwatch like the rest of us. But I'm just saying. Anyway, welcome to the PSNORKIS podcast. 'Tis I, the Madman, and it's time for another episode of the show that makes you think that your life isn't so bad compared to ours. Anyway, right, Doc?
Yeah, I actually got drawn into your story there for a second.
Exactly. That was my point. Exactly.
Got drawn in. Well, I'm ready.
You're ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. And besides the Doc, of course, we have our lovely researcher and my beautiful wife, Miss Petey.
Hello, PSNORKIS friends.
Hey, Petey.
Hi.
We have our resident socialite, Miss Kitty.
Hello, my darlings.
Hey, Kitty.
Hi, Dad.
And we have the one redhead that you really don't want to piss off, and that is Miss Rocket herself.
Good afternoon, everyone.
There we go. Hey, Rocket.
Missing today, she couldn't make it because she had some family stuff, though the Rebel's not here, so.
Hey, Rebel. Oh.
But
We'll just miss her.
we'll just miss her. And Michael, you're already getting at least one beating from what you said last week.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
So I apologize.
If she hears
to
that,
Lex.
yeah. Well, I hope you
Rebel,
apologize
don't
to her,
listen.
but she's saying,
Yeah. I'm actually scared.
yeah, you should
A
well
little.
be.
Yeah, I am.
You're lucky I fed her deep fried pickles
see,
last
thank
night.
God
Oh, I
for
love
Kitty.
deep fried pickles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
see,
do love deep fried
that
pickles.
kept the monster at bay.
We
Just saying.
Petey and I, when we were going out for dinner a couple years ago, before the Chinese attacked us with their virus,
quote Chinese.
whatever. It's where it came from.
Yeah.
There's no quote about that. Anyway, so we were.
Oh, go Fauci yourself.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, there it is.
That's from last week's show. And what was I saying? Oh, yes. Our go-to appetizer when we go out to a lot of the places, steakhouses, things like that, we like the big pretzels, the big pretzel sticks, stuff like that. And now, like the last year and a half, fried pickles.
Yeah, man, that's a go-to.
Yeah,
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, I think I like them better than even. And I love pretzels. Don't get me wrong, but the fried pickles.
There used to be a restaurant called Pickles. You ever hear that?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes.
not there anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to love
It's
it.
now Big Woody's.
Is it?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, they're
Big
pickles.
Woody's.
Sorry, that was my
Isn't that a thrill?
We had deep fried pickles,
Better than
deep
Little
fried
Woody's.
Oreos, and beignets.
Love
Ooh,
all of
wow.
those things. Where was I?
right.
You had company.
I always have company.
Was that at your house?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I like the deep fried green beans
never.
I haven't had
The-
that, but that
Oh,
sounds
those are
good.
good.
with
Yeah,
the
those are
wasabi sauce.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I am
Yep.
so.
It's a mild
in.
wasabi.
I don't
Yeah.
care
That's
mild
just
or
a
hot.
fun
I don't
word,
care.
isn't it?
Yeah, wasabi.
Wasabi. Wasabi.
Know those commercials?
Remember that? Wasabi.
Almost like, what's up? Wasabi.
Exactly. Wasabi.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like a contraction from what's up, Kimosabi? Wasabi.
You don't hear that too much, kimosabi.
Well, no, because nobody remembers
No,
the
there's
Lone
no
Ranger.
Kimosabis
Yeah, there's no
anymore.
Kimosabi, which just
Spaghetti
meant
westerns.
which
Yeah,
which
spaghetti.
simply meant good friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we don't have those anymore.
No, we don't have those either.
No good friends.
No, we hate each other around this table.
I do want to say
This is
thank
like
you.
this is not really so much the count. It's a council of six. It's not really the Jedi council. It's more like a Sith council. let's be honest there.
I mean, I do want to say thank you to, I don't want to name any names and put the blame on anyone, but
Jim.
these stickers
No,
here
just kidding.
that I have, I'm going to have a lot of fun with these stickers.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Spotting them around town going, hey, I know where those came from.
be on the lookout. The
I've
stickers are
seen
coming.
them out there besides these before we got them.
Oh boy.
To be honest with you, yeah,
It's
Yeah,
a
there
nice
was-
present here.
yeah.
You know, I don't want to tell how much of a socialite I am, but I had the hottest trip to the gas station.
Oh, wow.
$80. I was
Oh.
like,
Oh,
are
that's
you
nothing.
kidding me?
Oh, wow.
It jumped. It went around here. It went from it was $3.77 on Wednesday, and Thursday it was $4.19.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah, thanks out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Way to go, Brandon.
Thanks, JoJo. Thanks, JoJo.
JoJo. Well, anyway, thank you for the stickers. I'm going to use them greatly, and
Yes.
I'll think of you, and you think of me when we do it. We'll share a little moment.
What do you think the odds are that they're going to open up our
Never, not gonna
pipeline
happen.
here in the United States?
Nope, not gonna
No.
happen.
I
Makes
don't
too much
see-
sense.
No.
Makes way too much sense. No Kemosabe's out there.
I guess with spoon feeding him, he doesn't have any ideas of his own.
What was it that you said earlier about the two of them?
Oh, our illustrious leaders, you know,
yeah.
they need pee pads and knee pads.
Oh, geez.
The president and
stars.
vice president, respectively.
Wow.
Not
Yeah.
respectfully, because
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
face it, we ain't got any for them. They haven't earned it.
Yeah.
But yeah, pee pads and knee pads. I'll let you guys figure out which one's for which.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
And to think this is what I woke up to a migraine with.
It's
The
almost,
whole world has gone to shit.
yeah.
Indeed, it has.
Yeah.
Yeah, between the gas station and the grocery store, you know,
Right.
just keep your
Unbelievable.
KY handy.
Jeez.
The prices that I was seeing today when we went grocery shopping this morning, you know, so we'd have everything done. But by the time we had a tape here, oh my God, wow!
Well, you know the little square people that they make with the
Marone.
little rounded legs. You know, they're like little, like almost like stick figures, but yeah, the new
What,
one
Californians?
is the new one is that little dude, and he's bent over, and the gas pump's up his backside.
Sounds about right.
Oh yeah, you're taking a hose in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, makes going to the gas station really fun.
I should have wore a ball gown. That's how expensive it was.
Right, I know.
It's terrible.
And a major jump in my electricity bill as well.
Yeah, same.
Major jump. I was like, what?
Well, yeah, because they
Same.
use oil and natural gas to generate the electricity.
Which a lot of people forget. They think electricity just comes out of the air, I guess.
Yeah. Well, lightning.
Well, they would
Yeah,
have if
Tesla.
they would have if Tesla had his
Oh,
way.
right.
If Nikola had had his way, it would have.
Yeah, almost doubled.
I think it's crazy, though, that people actually believe that electricity is cleaner when they don't realize that electricity is made with what? With what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fossil fuels.
yeah.
I was gonna say fossil fuels.
And it ain't
That's
because
what we use to generate it.
Yeah.
and it's not from windmills, because we already know that they are very inefficient. And when something happens and they break down, they just let them sit there and rot,
Yeah,
because
for sure.
like out where
Yeah, where
Petey's
my
mom
mom
lives,
is.
out in the western side of the state.
They're out there.
That
Wow.
Yeah,
oh,
they have wind
dude,
farms.
up on the
They're
up on the
massive.
mountains. They're massive, and within 2 miles from where her mom lives, a lot of farmers rented out little patches of their field. They put them up there. We were out there last week. There were 4 now, out of I think it's like 20, just within the 5 mile radius of her mom's.
Yeah.
So that's what, 4 out of 20. That's 20% of them that have
Broken propellers.
That was cool.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're broken
couple of
and they're
broken up.
locked up.
Couple of them just aren't working for whatever reason, and the propellers they're
Blades.
turbine blades are wired, so they can't turn and everything, and they have no plans on fixing them. Oh, it's too expensive to fix, so they're just abandoned.
Now you got to burn them down.
They're just
Yeah, burn them down.
they're just abandoned.
Nice.
And it's like, oh, that clean energy is so important that we'll just yeah, okay. That just shows you how useless that really is.
Yeah.
I think we
You
should
can't
just go
get
back to
nothing
horse
from
and
it.
buggy.
I
We
mean,
might be.
Yeah.
You can't get
I'm
nothing
thinking it
from
might
nothing
be
with
cheaper
energy.
to buy a horse and board it and ride it to work.
Yeah. That's not a bad
We
Yeah,
go
let's think
back-
about what you tie up in car insurance,
Yeah, right. And
maintenance on your
maintenance.
vehicle, and then fuel.
Yeah,
You know,
And the roads that are
and repairs.
Potholed.
Are unreal. Yeah, and we have the best roads here.
And Pennsylvania, best known as the pothole state.
The pothole
Yes.
state.
We have our flowers out already.
At
And
least we're
by-
not the asshole state.
That's Jersey.
Right. He beat me to it, but at least I didn't actually have to say it.
Everybody knew.
Thanks, Doc.
Crazy.
Then there's Massachusetts.
What do you think about
They're a bunch of
Massachusetts?
massholes.
I've heard that. I've
yes.
actually heard that. The people that drive
Yep.
up there, that's what they're referred
Oh,
to as.
dude, I did once. I will never drive up there again.
Never?
Oh, Boston. Oh,
Nah, I can't stand
beautiful
Boston.
city. Boston, love it.
I
Gorgeous
don't like
city,
Boston,
beautiful.
no.
But I had to drive up there. I had to drive somebody up there for a doctor appointment one time for a specialist. Oh my God! I will never
Yeah.
do that again.
We could do without Boston.
Yeah,
think
pretty
we could
much. I
just
think
get rid
so
of
now.
Boston.
Yeah. Yeah,
that
we don't need
was
any
our
more.
driving test in the family. Like,
Boston?
yeah, His Honor would take you up to Boston and be like, "Find your way home,"
Oh.
and you're like, what?"
Nice.
Right?
Oh, is that
I'm
why
going-
you were gone a few years?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot to come home.
The missing years.
She
I had a
to
real
do it
good time.
by
Miss
the
Kitty,
stars back
The
then.
missing years.
Yeah.
Sounds like a book.
It was legendary. I'm known throughout the land.
I wish I could take some people to Boston.
Sounds like an 80s TV show.
Drop
Oh, that was the
them off.
Wonder Years.
That was a
Never
great
mind.
show. I watched
You're
that.
dunk them
It
in
was
the,
okay.
You're gonna dunk them in the
Just drop them off in Boston. In
the bay there.
Maybe. You know.
Stick 'em
I
in
don't
the
like
bay.
Boston. No. Boston, I'm over. They got beans. Beans are good.
Yeah.
I take it
Oh,
back. We'll
Boston
keep
beans.
Boston.
Go in the wintertime, you can go skiing.
Nah. In Boston?
You go skiing
No.
here
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
winter time. 45 minutes up the road. Go to the Poconos. Boom, you're skiing.
Well,
There you
I've
go.
done that already.
Right.
I've
We
been
gotta-
skiing at my mom's house, and I didn't mean to.
Well, you go to Kate's house and go skiing. Oh, no.
It's a different kind of snow.
That's a way different kind of
Ah,
snow.
there it is. Snorkis.
The Snorkis!
Yeah. The Snorkis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are some of my best videos. I love the ones where the people are trying to get up their driveways or get out of their cars.
Boom, and then they fall down.
It's not funny to watch other people fall, but it is.
That's what
Yeah, it really is. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
it is.
supposed to be, but it is.
Not supposed to
so
be.
funny.
See, if you were
But
like
it's
a couple
not.
seconds earlier, you could have caught the whole thing on video when I fell.
I know.
You could have been famous.
I wish they had a ring out here. I could have got that on
I do,
ring.
but it doesn't quite
Oh,
Yeah.
cover
yes.
the driveway, no.
She
She
did
was
it
back behind the vehicle.
behind the
anyway.
car. Yeah.
No, I was on the side of the car
side
going
of the
down
car.
the hill.
And the side, and the other side of the driveway kind of goes down like that, too.
I'm amazed that nothing
We're going to
other
tear
than
all that out,
chipped.
I think. Me too. I'm so glad you were right.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
just your bones chipped. That's just nothing.
No,
else.
just
Oh.
a chip off the thumb. It's fine.
Yeah,
Ugh.
you got another thumb.
Yeah, I have another
Yeah.
thumb. I learned how to operate.
Another chip off the old block.
Off the old.
Yeah. At this point, I feel like an old block.
Oh, jeez.
I have some history if anybody
I
wants
love
to hear.
Let's
history.
do history.
Ah, let's do it. All
In
right.
1967. This is this week, which is
I was 2 years old.
March 5th.
Wait, what?
Actually, no,
That's
I
today. You're
wasn't
older than
because
that. March
I
5th
was
to
about
the 11th.
18 months old.
Okay.
1967. Stalin's daughter. Her name was Svetlana.
Svetlana.
That's sexy.
Svetlana.
I like
she
that.
That's a
defected.
sexy name. Oh,
She's defected. Stalin's daughter defected to
to the U.S.
the U.S.
No way.
Embassy in New Delhi, and then later became a citizen of the United States.
Ah, she was a plant sleeper cell.
She's
Yeah,
agent.
that's what it was. Yeah.
The original.
I don't remember hearing that.
No,
Yeah, I
actually,
thought that
no,
was a
I
good
didn't. I
one.
didn't. I didn't know that
especially in the light of how things are now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
In 1977, this week, Hotel California hits number 1 on the Billboard
Wow.
either.
charts.
Red Eagle.
Yeah.
It's been
Love
going
that
for
one.
that long.
Yeah,
Yeah. Good song.
Did you guys
they've been going. They've been going since like I think the late
77?
60s.
Oh.
No, they were.
Oh,
they
really?
were. Oh, they
Oh,
were.
yeah.
They were around
That
before
wasn't
that.
like their number one.
No.
Like,
Do you recall?
It was
we
number
actually
one
got
at the
a standing
time,
but
ovation
it wasn't
singing
there
that one night when we
first.
were
Yeah.
out drinking.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What happened?
We did.
We went
That's
to
amazing.
a local a private club because we don't do public,
Right.
and we got to
Resident
stand.
socialite, like I told you.
Uh-huh.
So we were playing billiards and we were singing
Pool for the rest of you.
Hotel California, and we got a standing ovation.
Nice.
And drinks?
I
Ah,
don't
she don't remember,
recall.
so probably yes.
Yeah.
If they
It was a really good
Bastards.
night.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I just signed my bill and they send me. I had that good of a time at the end of the month.
It was a
want
good
that.
time.
I want that life. I just signed the bill. I just left. I want that. I was just saying.
The bill comes at the end of the month like a credit card. I pay it anyway.
Yeah. Anything else?
Flight 370 disappeared
Ooh.
this week in 2014. So it's been
I was
8
going to
years.
say that's only been, yeah.
Yeah, 8 years.
Where was that
And-
going?
That was the one over Malaysia.
It just disappeared.
It's
yeah.
just gone.
It
They've
just
never found
disappeared.
So
They have since, I guess, found little pieces have washed up of the actual
So it's
plane's
down.
fuselage,
Yeah,
and
so
when you look at the serial numbers, it matches that plane, but they still don't know exactly where it went down
or what happened?
or what happened to it because these parts have washed up in so many different areas. They could still be anywhere within the other side of the world.
Like Manifest.
Oh, no,
Has
like
anybody
Lost.
watched that
Oh,
show?
like
Yeah, I
Lost.
like that show.
What about Lost? Remember Lost? That was a good show.
I never
I
got
never saw
got
it.
into it,
Oh,
although
my
I like a
goodness.
lot of the people that were in it.
Yeah,
It's a
same.
good show.
But I never really got into the show
Yeah,
itself.
put that on your list.
Yeah, Manifest sucks you in, man.
Does it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
it's really good.
All right, we'll have to watch that too. Good.
So, Doc, when I saw this one, I thought of you.
Oh, yeah.
March 7th, you have to have a big bowl of Lucky Charms
I love
because
that.
it's National Cereal Day.
National Cereal
You
Day.
can
And you
your-
have to have
you
Lucky
can have
Charms
your Lucky
because
Charms
it's
soup.
also
I love soup. That's Madman's favorite topic. Look, he's at a loss for words already. Look,
you're not doing the cereal
it's
is
National Soup
no.
Day.
No, screw that. No. Cereal is cereal, soup is soup.
And both are the same thing.
No, they are not.
All right. All right. Well, I'll remember
Okay.
that.
Oatmeal is considered a cereal. You sure as
hot
hell
cereal.
wouldn't call that right,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't call that soup, would you?
Well, it's soup.
Would you call that soup?
I would call it all
Would
soup.
you call that soup?
Yes, I call it all
Yeah,
soup.
you would. That's the problem.
I think I had a good argument back then.
That
All
was
the soup.
that was early days for the show
Oh,
too.
wow.
And I
Yes.
think that was our first or maybe second. No,
That
no
was
later
early
than
in.
second.
We've been handling controversial topics way back then.
I got another one too.
Uh-oh.
Then, but
Ooh, a
let's
rant?
yeah. Speaking
I
of
love it.
controversial
Ooh, good.
topics,
All right.
All right,
Good.
another
Remember
one.
that.
yes,
Yeah.
March 9th is Bang Clang Day.
Bankling?
Bang Clang.
not at my
Oh,
age.
bang clang.
You pull out all the woods
My
and pots
age
and
is
pans and
not.
have yourself a hell of a party.
It sounded pretty damn good.
Bang clang day?
Bang Clang Day.
What do we do on that?
It's March 9th every day.
Every
I don't
day?
know.
Yeah,
Like Groundhog Day?
What?
All right, so I had to look it up because,
Yeah.
of course, I've never heard of
I
this.
never heard of that.
It goes back to the Civil War.
Oh.
The Confederates had a ship that they armored with iron. And when the Northern troops fired
Northern.
upon it, Northern troops.
Northern,
Where's this word?
northern, not northern.
No?
No,
I like
northern.
Northern. I'm
Southern.
gonna make
I know, it sounds
Northern.
cool.
Oh,
Thanks-
I like that one.
thanks,
yeah,
Doc.
I like
It's
that
not
one. Northern.
southern either. It's southern and northern.
I like the way she says it better.
I can't help it. I
Northern.
was raised by an English teacher. Damn it,
Alright.
I can't do that.
All right. All right. I like Northern.
I'm going to get you later.
Probably.
Probably when you're sleeping.
She's like, okay, why don't you go take a nap?
She's going to take
Here,
a
eat
big old
this.
collegiate dictionary and clap it on my
Yeah.
balls while I'm sleeping.
It'll be a small dictionary then. I'll just,
Pocket edition.
a pocket edition.
If you put a crack in the plastic seating and he goes to sit down and leans forward and leans back, he's going to get stuck.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want to see you go through that. No.
And we'll have to call you Doc Mike.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so they had a ship and they literally put iron around it. And when the North shot cannons at it,
Okay.
the balls would go cling. So the North actually built a ship very similar to it. And
Is that the one they called Ironsides?
That's
It
what I was
could be.
thinking.
Old
Yeah,
Ironsides?
and
Ironsides.
they met outside of Jamestown, Virginia.
Nice.
And all day long, all they did was like,
Bounce
fire-
shells off of
Yeah.
each other?
Oh, that's
Bang
awesome.
clang.
Yeah, that's good.
Bang
Yeah.
clang.
They should do that over there in the Ukraine and Russia this week and just make themselves happy. You can always feel better about yourselves.
They can't afford the gas.
That's true.
No. Oh, they got lots of gas over there. They got it.
Bang clang
Bang
day.
Yeah,
clang.
bang clang day.
Yeah, I like that.
I actually like the real definition even better than my sick and twisted one.
Yeah.
And that's rare.
That is rare. Here. Good research, Petey. I like
Do you guys know the Florida man thing? If you search in
Oh,
your
like
computer
Candyman?
bar. Yeah, almost like Candyman.
No, you were telling me about
Yeah.
this only a couple weeks ago.
So if you put in your search bar in your computer Florida,
Florida
man,
Man.
and a date, you're going to come up with stories that
Of
were newsworthy
stupid people.
of stupid Florida man.
No
people.
way.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
great.
Some idiot
Way.
in Florida did something
I think
really
we should
stupid
do that
on
every
that
time
day.
we're on this podcast.
You want to do that?
Yes, I do.
Let's
I
do
do have
Florida
one.
Man.
Yes,
Okay,
good.
excellent.
Let's
today?
I was gonna
For
say, is it
today.
like, is
That's
it like Walmart
great.
people?
They are like Walmart people.
That's fantastic.
So this guy named Chris Peters from Amelia, Florida.
Peters.
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 We already like it.
She said Peters.
He actually made his own coronavirus treatment.
Oh no.
Oh no, he did. He made a solution made out of crushed garlic, lemon juice, salt water, and alcohol. He went out on the streets
I call
of
that
Amelia.
gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It does sound like gravy.
Right.
I wonder what kind of alcohol. Anyway, he went out on the streets and he was selling it $10 a bottle.
He probably made a fortune.
Yeah,
He
he did.
probably
He had
did.
people lining up around a hotel.
That's crazy.
And a
That-
cop happened to see these people in line, and he's like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah.
And of course, he got arrested because he didn't have a license to be selling medications.
That's crazy.
And he
Big
stated that,
Pharma wanted their cut.
yeah,
You're right.
Yeah.
he had to do it because he was one of the fortunate people that got to lose their job during
Ah,
COVID,
yeah,
and
see?
he was doing it to make money.
That's what you get.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
got-
we
made a
need.
living.
And he turned it around to do
Yeah, he
it.
turned
God
it
bless him.
around.
Awesome.
And-
Okay,
That's
so
a
that
great
one
idea.
actually is more of a happy end because a lot of the
Yeah.
Florida, you're like, that guy had it coming.
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
well, a lot of
some of the
like that?
yeah,
Oh,
some
my
of
gosh,
them. Oh,
like,
there's some of those stories. Yeah,
There was one. I
but
think
this
it was
guy,
for my
yeah,
birthday.
right.
So I looked up my birthday. The guy went through a Wendy's drive-through and decided he was going to pay for his drink with an alligator. He threw the alligator through the drive-through window.
That's great.
And they actually found him through like the footage, and then he stopped at a different convenience store, and they found him there and arrested him. But yeah,
Nice. See?
Yeah.
Alligators are currency. That's
Yep.
good. Yeah. See, I want to know about this stuff.
There are people
I wanna
down
know.
in Florida that have taken an alligator into like a liquor store and robbed the liquor store by
By
threatening to let the alligator bite
Yeah.
the.
That's
I got an
thinking.
alligator and I'm not afraid to use it.
That's thinking, dude. I like that.
It's like, yeah, I got this big chicken right here, and I bet you it ain't gonna bite me.
That's great ingenuity. I love it.
I do. I know.
I
It's-
love
it's-
it.
yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Did he
Wow,
ask for
that's
something with a
good.
little bite? Or-
There we go.
No.
There we go. There it is. Nice. I like.
Oh my stars.
That's good history.
Yeah,
I
That's
thought
good.
this
that
one was
was
fun today.
good.
Yeah.
That was really a fun one today.
was
I
good.
think, yeah, Florida Man. We're going
Why
to
do you
have
do
to
Florida
do
Man?
a Florida Man
Florida
regularly. Because you had told me about this a couple of weeks ago, and I forgot about
And the
I
it.
funny
like
thing
it.
is, if you have picks usually. Like, there's not just one story of somebody being stupid.
Oh,
There's
you
usually
could pick- oh.
3,
Oh,
4,
yeah.
5 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Stupid is funny.
And-
Oh, it always
it's
is funny.
And believe me, we're
Yeah.
not saying that Florida is full of stupid people, because every state is full of stupid people, okay? For some reason, it's just
It's always
Florida.
Florida man.
Yeah.
Big
I
push.
bet you could find New Jersey
Oh,
man,
there's definitely New
Oh,
Jersey
yeah.
man. They probably couldn't conceal.
California man,
Yeah.
I see stupid people.
and Nebraska man.
Yeah.
Shout out to BJ at the Lube.
Yeah. BJ at the Lube. I miss BJ at the Lube.
But it just happens to be called Florida man, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what New Jersey man would be. What would we be
We
about
should,
New Jersey
I'll try
man?
that one next.
Let's
and see
try
if
that.
can
I
come
don't know
up
if
with
there
it.
is such. I
don't know.
Maybe
if
we
there
should
is.
start one.
We could,
There you go. You can reinvent yourself,
like
Dr.
it.
There
Mike.
we go. I'll sell that on the corner. Oh, that's good.
Okay. What- no, wait. What are you selling?
Whatever.
And which corner?
Got an
Downtown?
address?
Better get a license.
I never know.
State wants their cut.
Soliciting at its best.
I'll have this sticker on.
Speaking of selling things, Doc, why don't you tell everybody about our sponsor, Legacy Brewing?
LegacyBrewing.shop. Go there right now. Right now.
Right now.
Right
well,
now.
No, not right
Wait.
now.
Oh, not right
Finish
now.
the show.
Yeah,
first.
pause this.
Oh,
Pause.
Yeah,
yes, sorry,
pause
you can
this.
hit
Go on
pause.
there.
You can hit pause. You're right.
Go
Good
get
point.
your
Good point.
coffee, get your wildlife mugs, get your PSNORKIS gear. It's all there right now. Use special code podcast, get 10% off everything. Good
Nice.
stuff,
That's
right?
nice.
Yeah, man.
And there are, I do like the coffees. There are a lot of good coffees to
Yeah, good
choose from
stuff.
there. There
Right
really
there.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were drinking some earlier. As a matter
I
of
am not a
fact.
big flavored coffee guy,
Yeah, but you don't
some
have
of
to
them,
be. They
but
have
some of them are
regular
actually
coffees,
pretty
too.
good. Some of them are actually pretty good.
Good stuff.
I just rotate them. I can't drink the same flavored coffee like 2 or 3 times in a row during
yeah,
the
mix
day. I
it
can
up
have
a
like
little.
one a day. Yeah.
They sell sample packs.
I like
Good
coffee
stuff.
flavored coffee, but I like to intermix it with some of the flavored stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
But yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
I don't drink coffee, but I'm going to tell you. My daughters do. My brother does. And has anybody been to the grocery store? Like, creamer's like at a freaking premium. You can't
I
get
know.
creamers. Like,
Are you
what
We,
the
we,
hell?
we just use milk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
I drink it
Yeah,
black.
I like a
don't
little
need
bit
it.
of coffee in my milk and sugar.
Yeah, that's how I am.
Yeah.
No, Tim's into the cinnamon toast crunch coffee
Oh my
creamer.
God! Here.
Ooh,
And you
yeah,
can't
that is
freaking
good.
find
I
it.
know. But
Oh, you know why?
I have it all.
Because when I go to the store,
I have it all.
someone's already been there.
Yeah, I have it all.
And Dr. Mike has it all at his house.
I do. I have,
Oh,
I have
well, you're just around the
cartons of
corner
it.
from me. I'll come knocking
Yeah,
on your
come
door.
get it. I just go get it. I love it. That's one of my favorites. What was my favorite one? Do you remember?
Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Fruity
You can
Pebbles.
put coffee and put
Yeah.
rum in it. It's the same thing. Of course, it's got a little bit of an extra kick to it.
Sometimes.
Tia
it's-
Sometimes I wanna
Maria,
kick
They
my
Blue.
brother.
frown
It's
on
all
that
right.
at work.
We got to have him on. He's going to be a lot of fun to have him on. Most of your family would be fun to have on here.
Yeah, they're all a little warped.
Oh,
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong.
so
with
was
that.
my family, but I'm the only one left, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I'm the last of my kind. I'm
Somebody,
like Yoda.
so, somewhere somebody is saying thank you to God right now for that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay, Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
Explain it.
As Dr. Spock,
No,
Planet
that
blew up.
wasn't Dr. Spock.
Or, no.
I
Oh,
did
my
the
God.
same
Dr.
thing.
Spock was something else.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm
Mr.
confused.
Spock.
Oh, now I'm so
Mr.
confused.
Spock.
Okay.
Mr. Spock.
The planet.
Wasn't he last of his kind?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Oh,
Vulcan?
from the newer.
Yeah,
Yes.
from the newer one.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, no, he
Oh.
wasn't. They got a couple people
Off the planet.
off with him, and there were a bunch of Vulcans that happened to be just other places when Vulcan blew up in the new Star Trek. Yes. No. So that
I
does
was
not
close.
count.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
you were
never mind.
close.
Yeah. Close is good. That's good. Close.
Hand grenades, yeah.
Yeah.
And horseshoes. At least that's what I hear.
And horseshoes. Hand grenades
Horseshoes
are more,
and hand grenades.
Hand grenades are more fun.
They are more
So
fun.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It depends on how you play horseshoes.
If you're gonna play hand grenades, go to New Jersey.
I
and
like
pick out a nice field.
I like mixing hand grenades
Uh-oh.
and golf. What you do is you take your grenade, you pull it. Now and it's time sensitive. Obviously,
Obviously.
you throw the grenade.
Yeah.
When it blows a hole into the ground, that's where you try to knock the balls
Oh,
from.
That makes it a lot easier.
You make your own damn holes.
Hole in one. Yeah.
And they're a little bit wider than that stupid little 3-inch thing.
You've been
way
watching
down.
Caddyshack way too much, huh?
Oh, here,
I'm
gopher.
Nobody worries about me.
I just introduced
like
a
how he
bear to the
dances.
scene.
Yeah. Good dance. This is a visual. Nobody can see it.
But then again, I also like to combine golf and skeet shooting. You get to hit the ball up, I get to shoot it out of the air, and we're both
That's a good
happy.
idea too. That's new sports.
Have you ever done skeet?
Oh God, yes.
Oh,
I think he's
yeah.
obsessed with balls.
Yeah, he is.
I think so.
Well, that we all know that.
Mm.
Yeah, look.
Getting him closing in dictionaries. Now we're going to shoot at him. We're going to
Yeah.
blow him up.
Anyway,
That's great. I'm sensing a theme here.
Speaking of dictionaries, Kitty, what do we got?
Oh,
What do we got? What do we got?
with the emphasis on.
Dictionary?
dictionary.
I
That's
didn't
your
say
effort.
it.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You wanted to.
Yes, I did.
Diction is hard.
That is hard. See?
Come on.
Oh, here we go.
I know you wanna.
Look.
Only if you do it right.
There it is. Well,
I'm going to stick the marbles in
Do
his
you
mouth
take
now.
dictation?
oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. Here we
Why
go with
not?
Here comes the bleep nightmares. Here they come.
I used to, but I gave it up for Lent.
Oh, jeez.
The word of the day is
No.
dictate.
You're banned from word of the day. That's it.
Used in a sentence.
Oh, no.
Okay, we all went to school with this person. It is a noun. It's called wook.
Wookie.
No, W-O-O-K.
Yeah, it was Chewbacca.
Look at that.
Wasn't that the original pronunciation of woke?
Oh, God. Wook.
No, it's
Does
That's
the
the
urban
brown
Definitely
noser.
different. Yeah.
the urban
brown.
dictionary?
Not to
Yeah,
be
this is
confused with the walk.
urban.
A walk is something you throw to wabbit.
Or you go for a walk.
Yeah, that's something you go for, right? Walk.
This is that half-cocked former middle school class
She said
dude.
cock.
Oh, jeez.
Half-cocked.
Yeah, I got
Dictation.
you. You can't excuse the child. He's having. Oh boy, go ahead, continue, please.
Who
Never
was a
mind.
stoner in high school, discovered
Oh, yeah.
shrooms in college, lives nearly a homeless life, and is like a walking tarot
Oh.
card.
But it has to be all of those. If
He-
it's all that
he's a
criteria.
total-
Oh, Steve.
Thinking Kevin.
Ignorant keyboard warrior.
Jeez. Wow. You-
That's a good one.
Jeez, that is a good one.
I know quite a few of
You
those.
have to check all those
Look
boxes.
at me.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Just you're killing bad man over there.
All right.
Guy.
So many things go through my head, and I'm trying so hard to control
I know, you
myself,
gotta
and you know I have no self-control.
You're doing well. You're doing very well.
We haven't had anything we actually have to beep yet, so
Yeah.
we're...
Oh, so
I was
it's a
scared.
challenge.
I was scared at word of the day. I'm just gonna tell you.
I got a couple more yet to
Okay,
go.
I'm
Could
sorry.
change.
Well, we're trying to get through it. I'm sorry.
Hexting.
What?
Anybody know what hexting is?
Hexting? Hexting.
Putting a spell on somebody.
Ooh,
Via the
that's-
computer?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Phone. It's texting. It's when you leave text message hoping that something bad happens to them, like a curse.
Yeah, you know, like
Oh,
you're
Like
breaking
every
up with a
day.
guy, and the text message says, "I hope you get everything you truly deserve."
Oh, I am so going to be using that.
Yeah.
God, I didn't know that was an official term.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Hexting.
Hexting.
I like it.
Nice.
Okay, so this is
I'm
March.
gonna-
So this is Women's Month, right?
Yes.
I found
Yes.
himbo.
Himbo?
Himbo.
Himbo.
Don't
Do
they
the
make
himbo.
the gummy bears?
That's,
Oh, that's
Haribo.
Haribo.
That's Haribo. Do not get the sugar-free ones.
Oh no, they're horrible. You
Yes.
can, no. Oh no, it changes the texture if you don't have the sugar in the syrup. Yeah, no, it
No,
doesn't.
no, you should read the
Bad.
reviews.
Bad juju. Oh really?
Go on Amazon and read the reviews for the Haribo sugar-free.
That'll be your
Okay.
job for next
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Oh
bring
no,
that
no,
up.
oh hell no! You guys talk amongst yourselves. I've got
Oh,
an
there you
iPad
go.
right here.
We will not have a dry eye in the place.
Oh, no.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Remember, I have to
all right.
bleep some of this.
Himbo. I
Not yet. You
Okay,
haven't.
okay.
We've been good so
All
far.
right.
Kind of
just
like
saying.
bimbo, except it's actually better.
Oh, I
It's a
know
guy.
her.
So
Yeah, that's a guy.
it's the guy is a little slow upstairs,
It's gotta be a
big,
guy.
beefy. drinks the Respect Women juice. You guys know what the Respect Women
Yes.
juice is? Okay.
There you go.
So
Respect.
the only thing that's playing in his head is like elevator music. So their examples, which I found funny, was Thor, Kronk, and Hercules.
Oh, okay.
Kronk, I could see.
Girl from
Ipanema.
Oh, geez.
It's elevator music.
I don't like that song. Okay. Now,
Madman.
I got
think you
the
broke
damn
him.
giggles.
The sleepy ha-has, we call them.
okay, this one, I thought it was something, but it meant something else, and I'm glad I know what it was because someone called and insulted me with this one.
Oh, nice.
Dino babies.
Dino babies.
Yeah.
Sounds like a snack food for toddlers.
It does. It
baby.
actually does. Yes.
So,
Somebody called you a dino baby?
yeah, which was
Oh, she's
weird
calling you
because,
old?
well, they couldn't get into a bigger newspaper called they couldn't access my files. And I said, go down to the history department, find somebody who's older and tell them it's in this program and they can open it. And they were like, effing dino babies. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't know what it meant. Now I do. It's older workers in the tech industry, formerly known as boomers, and those are the ones that are usually targeted for layoffs.
What
sad
happened to
but true.
ageism?
Yeah.
What happened to that?
Did you find him, Malcolm?
Everything I have. I mean, I found other ones that are sugar free, but the actual ones that we mentioned, no.
That's good.
It's
We don't
just
need to be sued.
The regular ones.
I don't want to talk about their product.
Okay, how about Kodak Courage?
Kodak Courage. That's got something with using your phone to take
probably,
pictures or
yeah.
something, but not doing anything
Should I say it?
instead. Just go, please.
Uh-oh. Oh, Petey's got to say something. Uh-oh.
I remember she's married to me, and she's picked up some of my bad habits.
that's
That's all. I'm warning you guys right now. She can be damn funny.
All I'm thinking is the pics that the girls send now.
Ah.
You know, Cake shared a few
Oh, okay. All right.
stories about
This
the
is more
pics.
performance than selfie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So when it's displaying courage on the live footage for like sports or something super related,
Okay.
think Jackass.
Yeah.
That's kind of stuff. Everybody's laughing. I'm trying here.
No. Madman's reading a review right now.
He can read.
Yeah. Continue. I'm listening.
I'm listening as
We're
well.
listening.
Okay. Now I didn't know this was a thing. Green M&M.
Green.
Yeah.
Oh, she's the sexy one.
Apparently, it is the
Yeah.
hottest sexual candy.
Yeah.
And
You don't know
Really?
that?
What? Huh? What?
I didn't.
Oh, welcome
I,
back,
I was,
Green
Madman.
ones-
I was
green
reading
ones
and I
make you
heard
horny.
sexual candy.
What?
I'm like,
Yeah.
hello, what?
Green
Green
M&M.
M&M.
in quotation, and you may have to bleep this. This lip domination
I
vibes
might have to.
You might?
I might have to bleep that.
won't hesitate.
Just sounds like a liberal.
Jeez.
Well, no, not liberal.
That's in the
Well,
actual.
Conservative. Won't hesitate to pull out the strap and spice things up. The sexual awakening you never know you needed.
Wow. That's
right.
way beyond what I thought.
Yeah, me
It was
too.
way beyond what I thought. I had to
Listen,
look
she's
some of
got
it up.
white go-go boots on and eyelashes for weeks.
Right.
And a mouth that won't quit. Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't think she's in commercials and stuff anymore.
No, they actually they are
They
changing
banned
her
her.
because they didn't. They're changing.
Oh,
They're
because
She was
changing
just
her.
too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was all kinds of sexy.
And it'll be
chocolate and
M&Ms and the magical
Melt in your
people.
mouth, not in your hands.
Yeah.
It usually winds up melting in your hands. I'm just saying.
It always melts.
What a
in your
lying
hands.
crocker. The baby calls them M&Ms
M&Ms.
because she gets them as treats when she goes to the potty. You got M&Ms on
I
the
do
counter
that.
in the bathroom.
I give myself treats.
Are you
when I-
dying?
It's just like, uh-oh.
This is funny.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I. Oh,
It's on a public website.
That is
You're just
true.
reading it.
that is true.
Good words, Kitty.
Yeah, they were
That
good.
is
Very well.
A himbo.
Very well done.
Madman, what do you think?
Himbo.
You think you can share that or no?
I think I
I'm
did.
trying
I rented
to
a few
blow
of
it up
them.
so I can see it easily and
right.
read it properly. For some reason, I couldn't find it on here though.
So I'm assuming these are
seeing
people
what
that
you-
tasted it and got very upset.
Sugar-free gummy bears reviews. That's all I put in.
Oh, reviews. Okay.
And they were.
I just got to add that one word. Reviews.
Because my brother came to the house and just about he was crying. He was reading these
Laughing so
reviews
hard he
and
was crying?
crying. Yes,
Wow.
Wow.
they're amazing.
The people that hate him that bad? Is that
Well,
what they're going off on?
there's a bit of a problem with them. And I have heard that because of them being sugar-free. And in order to make them and not use sugar, the other stuff you use can be gastronomically upsetting. Shall we put it that way? Bloody
In other words, it's a shit show.
Ah, jeez.
Is it coming up?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can read it from the phone. It's just small.
Well, it's commercial break time anyway, don't you think?
We did one.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? We're not going to do the breaks. We're just going to do the live mentions. So we just mentioned that. If somebody wants to
Okay.
take a mention on our other one, Kitty, why don't you take that one?
For pendulum.
Pendulum.
Yeah.
Oh,
Since you're the one that knows all about that because you're the
Well-
one involved with that one.
actually, I have a problem that I'm looking for advice for because I'm out of ideas on this one. Pendulum is a registered 501c3 organization, and we do lots of things. We raise money for sister organizations like the old SPCA and help where we can and where we need it and the things that we look at. And we have a homeless encampment that we sponsor, and we donate clothes, toys, all kinds of stuff.
A lot of
And-
good things done by them.
And we ran into a problem this weekend, and I had the phones this week, and we had a client, well, she became a client, divorced, and the child it's registered with the courts. They're divorced and they have all this custody arrangement, but it's a domestic violence situation. So this has been my problem. I've called 19 agencies. I called DHS. I called Domestic Advocacy Center, which is a federal program, and they've moved like 3 or 4 times. And the husband keeps finding them. And then I figured it out. He's finding them through the insurance.
Oh.
So what happens is domestic, in their infinite wisdom, and some man who is a lobbyist and demands that they need this, put the insurance as the father for the primary insurance rather than leaving the mother for the primary insurance. So the bills are going to him, and he noticed a pattern, and that's how he finds them. He waits there, follows them home from whatever service they're getting.
Oh, wow.
And that's how he's
Oh,
stalking
that's
them.
horrible.
That's terrible.
So
So what do we do?
I'm at a loss. I've called 19 agencies. I've talked to an attorney. They kicked it back to Penn Legal. Penn Legal says it's a domestic relation and a custody agreement order problem. And we all know, sitting at this table, that's $5,000.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to donate and earmark that donation to the Pendulum Society, it's great. We've provided shelter, food, clothes, counseling with me, which is not really the smartest ideas, but I'm sitting and talking to them, and I'm like, I don't know how to help.
Well, if all these agencies can't help, then what do they expect you to do?
Well, that's what we're here for,
Right.
because they fall through the cracks, and then I try and work it out. So.
Maybe a local attorney would take it pro bono.
Well, that's why I called Penn Legal, because that was Judge Van Antwerpen had created that program in 1972 in order to take care of this, and I've just not found a solution. So I'm searching Title 37, which is domestic. What pissed me off the most is I called the Women's Law Center, and I did not know this because here in the United States, the 14th Amendment says, I as a woman am equal to a man. Not true. In insurance, it's considered, domestic abuse is considered a lifestyle choice, like skydiving.
What?
But when you're trying to get out and they're facilitating him being able to find you, it's not a choice anymore.
No, it's not.
That's not what the law says. They can raise your car insurance, your health insurance, deny your homeowner's insurance. Like, I was looking at her bills, and the homeowner's insurance went up $429 because she admitted in a courtroom that she was being abused.
That's terrible.
I'm livid. Livid.
Yeah.
So we need lawmakers to start changing our laws and fixing things and making that like a HIPAA thing where you can't just go in and find somebody's address through insurance.
Yeah, I called.
That's unreal.
We have the paperwork. I called the insurance company and asked them to please take our client's name off it. And they said no, because her name isn't on the contract. It has to be by his permission.
So who pays the premiums?
The father does.
So he keeps paying it.
Yeah.
So that won't just lapse.
And there's no way for her to just drop it then.
No.
She can't just drop it and go
Can she
on to
just
maybe
get her
some
own?
welfare
Yeah.
system.
She has her own insurance, and it's supplemented
Oh,
by.
Gotcha.
But because
Wow,
he
that sucks.
and he doesn't see the kids for that reason.
Yeah.
But because he's the primary insurer, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? And they're making it from, this is a man's point of view. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
If you have a situation and that child doesn't reside with them, then the primary insurer should be the parent they reside with.
Right.
And if that is a problem, that
At the very least, there should be a box to check with your insurance that says, not to forward that kind of information.
yeah.
That's crazy. Well,
So you can't be found.
Any of our listeners are listening and they have any type of input or anything, just write in. Go to PSNORKIS.com.
I
Send a
called
message.
Valley Youth House, DHS.
Or they
Turning
could go
Point.
right to Pendulum,
I can't believe you
correct?
can't.
Yeah, they
Go
can come right to
on the big
Pendulum.
computer.
I'm working on it.
Pendulum.org.
Yep.
Go to Pendulum.
PendulumSociety.org.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully we'll get somebody to
Address that.
to
Yeah.
help out. Yeah, that's crazy.
I've gone through everything. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody working really hard to try to get themselves out of a situation that could be detrimental to them.
Yeah.
It could be life threatening.
And that's the
You know?
sad thing with the laws. They wait till something happens,
Yeah.
and then it's a consequence.
Yeah,
That's-
and I called around to other places. It's $350 an hour for counseling,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't have that.
Yeah.
I don't build on sand. I want solid foundation for people.
Right.
So
Crazy. Well, if somebody's listening, go to pendulum.org, and if you can help, I'm sure that would be.
you can email us at gmail or gm@thependulumsociety.org.
Nice. Good. Madman, you back?
Yeah, I'm here. I was listening.
All right.
I was just checking that thing out from Rock. It's too long to read, actually, but it's
Yeah.
funny to read, yeah.
Hysterically
But,
funny.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check that out later.
Which is hard because you're talking about something that's not
That's
funny,
not
and
funny,
I'm doing
right.
like a little bit of show research right here going, wow.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oof.
Not good.
All right, now how do we recover from that?
I don't know now.
That
downer.
just turned the mood in the room, didn't it?
It's not, because you try and they come to me in the worst possible situations, and I get that, but you can't make it totally about that. You have to make it about other things.
Well, I mean, let's give the young lady a pat on the back for working in the right direction to help herself. Years ago in counseling personally for myself, I had a very, very intelligent therapist say to me, your children learn what they live, and then
Yeah.
they live what they've learned. So what's acceptable for mommy is acceptable for your children. And if you're raising daughters especially, that beaten down, unappreciated way of life becomes innate. It's ingrained in them. So it's good that she's trying to get herself out. The problem is now that we have all these, with modern day computers and stuff, you can get a hold of people's medical records without working real hard to get a hold of them. I mean, and if they're sending bills to dad's house because he's the primary, even though the child does not reside with him, an EOB says this is where the services have been taking place. So,
Yep.
yep. And give you the caregiver's name and who received the service and when they received the service and the diagnosis codes. And I mean,
They get everything.
They get everything. Yep.
And it's very hard to focus on that. And I think that's part of the reason I wound up with the Banner migraine. And this country has really changed a course on medicine and how we take care of each other. And I'm going to fight it. I'm going to, I will not allow another woman to go through anything like that. So,
Well, nobody should be abused. Not a woman, not a man. I mean, you hear
Right.
you hear it both directions.
yeah.
You do. I mean, it's more prevalent with females, I believe. But it certainly isn't a way of life. It's not anything you'd want anybody you love to be involved in.
Yeah, skydiving and domestic abuse. One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah, that's crazy. You would think in this day and age there'd be more. All these people are turning you down to try and get help for her. That's
Now their
crazy.
hands are probably tied,
That's
Yeah.
true.
and the laws can't keep up with technology.
No, they can't. That's exactly what
So
I was going to say. Laws
unfortunately-
can't keep up with technology.
But you would think that instead of making laws from a nice guy point of view,
You would think.
that they would go, this is what a dirtbag would do. How
Should
do
make,
I protect
make
them?
laws from my point of view.
That would be interesting.
I've
Well,
heard-
then these people would just be thrown in a hole and stripped for parts as needed.
Yeah, well, we've gone down that that rabbit hole with you.
Yeah.
That we've seen.
Huh?
Your penalty system.
My belief system
Yes,
says
but how many people have said I was wrong? How
No,
many?
not too many people.
Yeah,
said that.
thank you. That's all I'm. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
my belief system says that we're all here to try to do our best to look out for, support, and love each other.
Absolutely.
And people like that should be exterminated.
Yes,
Here, here.
I absolutely agree with it.
In a lot of ways, there there should be mass control. People should be able to override certain things. We should be able, as a group, as a whole, to be able to control things.
Yeah.
We're seeing that in Ukraine right now.
Maybe we send them all to Ukraine and see what happens. I don't know.
It'd be like, what is that? The Dirty Dozen?
Oh, yeah.
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 Mhm.
I like that idea.
Magnificent Seven, same thing.
Yeah.
Vigilante justice. No?
To an extent.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the original theme for the Turtles? The Turtles from the 70s and
The
80s?
ninjas?
The Ninja Turtles.
Turtles?
Yeah, they were a comic.
Yeah.
They came from a comic book, and they were actually vigilantes.
That's
And they weren't. They were dark. They weren't like
Oh, I think you're right.
Kaya Power dude. They weren't. Let's get pizza.
No, they were
They're
going around
vigilantes?
correcting wrongdoing
Yeah,
quietly.
Ah,
quietly.
Quietly.
Like Deadpool.
Yeah.
Kind of.
like
Yes.
Deadpool.
Yes. Actually.
Of course, that wasn't really quiet.
That was loud.
I have said for years
I
that
didn't
if
know
I
that
had
about
to
the
teach children in schools,
Cool.
or if I had to work in the county children and youth program, I'd do my job by day and I'd be a vigilante killer by night. I could see it. I could so see it.
Just to blow off steam.
You
Just to
just be
cope.
so angry because here we are. We got a perfect example. The system has failed her.
Yeah.
She's done everything she can to move herself in a direction that's going to be positive for her, positive for her child, and he can still find her. He still has access to her. I'd be like twice with that, and he'd be a goner. He'd have to go. I'd just have to do away with him.
And I agree with that. After you exhaust all the proper avenues and
Yep.
What's left?
and
right?
and they can't help you. It's like that's the thing. A lot of times you go to the police or something like that. Like there's nothing we can do unless this happens.
Unless
there's nothing we can do. Well,
yeah.
That's when Big Brother would step
I'm
in.
not waiting around for that to happen. I'll just thank you for your help.
Thank
You're
you.
I just want to make sure. I want to confirm now. You are saying you cannot help me, correct? Yes. Okay. Thank you for your time. That's all I needed to hear and all I needed to know. I'll take it from here.
Most of the times when you call the police, they'll come to your house, they'll take your name, your personal identification, and then they'll tell you it's a civil matter. And I'm going, what? Are you kidding me? And I'm like, I've talked to certain people, and they're like, well, yeah, we have a pattern. Is it enough for a PFA? No.
Also, shouldn't have PFA?
No.
Jeez.
Because it has to be, it's not the perception and feeling. They have to actually demonstrate more than
Hands
that.
on, unfortunately.
And by that time, sometimes it's too late.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be like that.
That one time was just one too many times. Yeah.
And the passing the buck through the different channels is just absolutely absurd. We as police can't do anything. It's a civil matter, and then you got to go to court. Well, if you can't afford court, now your hands are tied.
And unfortunately, now the way it is, I don't blame the police because they're afraid because they'll get sued if they do something because their hands have been tied with stuff. It gets to the point where it's like, never mind, we'll take care of this. Don't worry about it.
No. I can tell you that this person and the offspring are safe, and they're going to remain that way.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, but for how long? It's just a matter of time till he finds them.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you can.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was anyway, thank God there's societies like Pendulum that, are working to help people like that.
Back in the day, the family would handle this.
Yeah, right out on the farm. Yep.
That's what I was saying. Big Brother. You didn't want to mess with him.
Let's go fishing.
And
Yeah.
and when
I
I'm talking about
literally
Big
mean
Brother,
it.
we're talking about her big brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He pulled somebody through a window, a truck window.
My brother
Beat the
too.
shit out of him.
My
Yeah.
brother too.
Oh, that's what big brothers are for.
That's right.
He's the biggest brother. He's 6'8".
Oh,
He's
jeez.
big. He's like a tree.
Yeah. Yeah.
6'8's a little intimidating.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah,
A
really.
little
Well, at my height, that's close to high.
bit. Jeez.
They don't need a step stool.
Yeah.
That's a Sasquatch. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's what I said. Working the hill climb. There's been a Yeti sighting on jump 3.
Woohoo.
They still do those?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Tim's actually the announcer.
Good.
So, so the harassment is, there's no charge for that. That's free.
So what is this you're talking about? Because I'm
Motorcycle
clueless.
hill climb.
Motorcycle hill climb. Freemansburg hill
Yep.
climb twice a year. So usually the second week in June and the second week in September. People try to go on these modified
Been going on for
motorcycles
years and
that are
years
kind of
and years.
elongated and close to the ground, and they put chains on the tires and they kind of climb a hill that looks like
Oh,
Like that.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
it's cool to
yeah.
watch.
That's a race.
Oh wow.
It's not really a race.
It's a hill, it's an
Everybody
actual hill climb.
Yeah. It's not like everybody goes and tries it at once. You go one at a time and see who gets the closest
And
to the
it's like
top.
a 45-degree.
Oh no.
No.
It's like
worse.
85.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's well at least 70 some degrees. It's not. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm sure
Wow.
if Tim was here, he could give the specifics.
It's
But yeah,
not. Yeah,
so my father
you
was the
ain't
announcer.
you ain't walking up it.
No?
You ain't
No.
walking up
But
it.
they're going to drive these
But
crazy
they're
bikes.
gonna
Yeah,
try
they
to
do it.
drive these
Yep.
bikes up.
Dang.
Yes.
No, that's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm nuts.
It
And if you
absolutely
do
is.
get to the top, you gently turn around and just kind of coast down with both hands on the
Really?
with your
No,
hand and foot
actually,
on the
there's
brakes.
there's a
Yeah.
Trail.
There's a trail
There's a
behind
from
that
behind
weaves
it.
you
Yeah,
back
I know.
down
I'm
through.
just kidding. Yes, you
But
can
yeah,
actually get
it's-
down safely.
It's interesting. So my dad was the announcer there for years and
Yes,
years.
yes, he was.
And then when my dad passed, my two brothers handled it, and now we're down to one brother.
I've never gone. I have.
Never
It's
heard of it.
great.
I'd have to
Oh,
go
really?
and see it. Yeah,
I've actually
maybe
gone.
as a group we'll go. Maybe, maybe as a
PSNORKIS
group we'll
event.
go and
Ah, there you
we'll
go.
make it an event.
Look at idea.
Bring good chairs and a good cooler.
This goes on all day? Just people climbing around?
Usually the climb starts, I believe, at 1 o'clock, and it might start before 1 o'clock, but it's usually done late afternoon,
Nice.
depending on how many riders they get
Wow.
and how many different classes. So they're run by,
And then there used to be
Entrance size.
food and
I was
stuff.
going to say, is there a
afterwards,
food
stuff
truck?
like-
'Cause
Oh,
I'll
there's
go.
food trucks.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
there's food
I-
trucks.
Oh,
Absolutely.
All right, we could do
Yeah.
that. Now
I think
I'm in.
I think we might do that this year.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know,
I've
if you-
always wanted to go.
You let me know, and I will see what I can do about getting some passes.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I want to do
Yeah,
that.
that sounds
I'll do
good.
It might be kind of cool.
I'm excited just for the food truck.
I don't remember who
You
he told
had
me
it
they
at
have
food
up there
truck.
anymore, but it used to be they had a hot dog stand. Bushkill Valley had their hot dog stand, and you could get hot
Can't go-
dogs and sodas, and
Can't go
it
wrong
was
with a hot dog.
relatively inexpensive. But they've since,
Up their game.
yeah, so they have food trucks and other vendors there too. So
Yeah. Sold. I'm in.
so you go.
I'm in.
Some people put a blanket on the ground and watch. Some people bring their chairs and watch. Some people bring some of the club members bring campers and you sit under the canopy and watch.
All right.
Cheryl tries to sit someplace where there's
Do they
no
do it rain or
sun.
shine? Does it rain or shine?
If it pours, they do not. If it drizzles, yes.
That'd be more fun if it's pouring down rain.
No, because you can't climb.
Yeah, you can't climb.
You can't climb. It turns into a mudslide.
Yeah, it makes it more interesting.
But
No.
but you can't. But
No, they get seriously hurt.
there's no point doing because there's no way you're going to make it.
I
Yeah.
would make it.
Yeah, so it's a CC class and a time. See how long it takes you to get.
And what do they win? They win stuff? Or it's just
Trophy.
I'm assuming
bragging
there's.
rights?
I'm assuming there's prize money.
Once upon a time it was just trophies, but this is when I was a kid, and your dad
Back
told
in
me
the
about
ancient
it.
days.
I don't really know. I've never really asked that
Shots
question. That's interesting. And I've been there my whole life. Since I'm probably I
Yeah,
don't
you know more about it than I do.
Since I'm probably like 12 years old.
Yeah, I used to go. I haven't gone in years.
Oh, we weren't allowed to go when we were real little, and then when we got to be teenage girls, he wasn't sure he wanted us there either.
Yeah, well, yes, that's true.
For a while,
I remember some of the guys that were in that club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a while,
They'd be overhanging at your dad's house.
A lot of
sometimes,
himbos.
Yeah.
a lot. And it used to be there
They
were
were
rival
fun.
motorcycle groups that would come in and out of there.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to wear their colors and stuff anymore.
Nope.
So
And they're not allowed to drive through the neighboring town because there was a justice of the peace that took their war chest and their motorcycle and they had to pay it every week.
oh Lord,
Wow.
Really?
Yep. The old man got mad one day
Wow.
and he went, mine.
Really?
Yep. There's pictures. It's
That
funny.
was his honor.
Really?
Yeah.
He just took it.
he wasn't having. Her grandfather was tough.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because those particular groups of motorcycle people had reputations for being ruthless. They're not, though. I mean, motorcycle people take care of their own.
Yeah.
They all do. They all look after each other, even the rival groups to some degree.
They would come every Sunday. Nan would make coffee. They brought their little daughter. She was like no more than 3. And they would sit and they would chat for an hour and they'd make their restitution payment. And eventually they got their stuff back. But they never misbehaved in that town ever again.
Well, respect is,
And that's all it is.
it's they want to be respected as well, so they they understand it. So
All right, cool. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's put a trip together. I'm in.
I tell you what, pack a bag. It's a long drive. It's going to take you about 16 minutes to get there from here.
Forget it. Never mind.
I mean,
All right. I just figured I'd tell
you
you.
know, horse and buggy, because that's where we'll be
Yeah.
at by then. You know. You
What is
figure-
that? What?
you'll only
No
be
way.
able to afford
Yeah,
motorcycles.
wait, dude.
All right.
Yeah, wait. It's been an hour.
No way.
But that's okay. We're not going anywhere. We're going to cut another one
That's
Oh,
what she said.
Malcolm.
for next week. No,
Yeah, I
a
know.
show.
Yeah.
A show.
Cut your own.
And that was the dog.
Yeah.
Sure it was. Poor dogs get blamed for everything.
No, they're bad.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
They're
when
both
they're
bad.
on your head.
Yes, they will curl up around your head on your pillow
And let 'em fly?
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Nice.
And I swear the one thinks it's funny. I swear Ellie knows exactly what she's doing.
Well, I have
Lu-
new
Lu-
stickers.
Lucy will do it, you know, when her stomach's bothering, but Ellie will be just like, hey, Lucy, watch this. I'm going to get daddy.
Better you than me.
I'm going to use my stickers. I'm
Use
doing
your
it.
stickers.
I'm doing it. I have a whole bunch here. I want yours. If you don't want them, I want them. Beware.
Well, that was fun.
That was a good
Except for like the last 20 minutes where everything just went raw. But that's okay. It needed to be said, and it shows you what our groups do, you know, that help us out here for the show. And, well, like I said, we'll be back again next week. Well, next week for you guys, we're going to do it now because we like to get a couple in the can in case something happens that we can't be there every single week because we all have lives. This is not our full-time job. This is something we do because we enjoy doing it, and you people seem to enjoy doing it too. It's and that's good. That's why, you know, if you want to be a Patreon member, or, you know, and so please, we would appreciate any help you could give us. But we're just going to keep doing it anyway because we have fun.
Plus, you get all that access to the behind the scenes.
Yeah,
You get the
because we
unedited.
actually start the recording going as we sit here at the table and start to do mic checks and warm up and stuff like that.
And
There's a
some
lot of
good
stuff that
topics that go on.
there's some
Our
stuff
best
there's
topics
some
are
stuff
there.
I would not be in the regular show because I don't want to. Again, I don't want to offend anybody accidentally. I only like doing it on purpose when it's deserved. So we'll see you again next week. Thanks for tuning in to PSNORKIS. Be good to each other.